One of the big things highlighted to us in the early days of this era of the coronavirus was the importance for us to avoid touching our face, which, to be honest, for me, was a big wake up call because I realized that approximately 98% of my listening stance and client work involves me touching my face in one form or another. What struck me about this instruction was that it was a wake up call for us to start catching ourselves to be more mindful of the unconscious or automatic actions we do every day without thinking, and the effect that those actions might have on us. Now, while many of us are self isolating or social distancing at home, I think it's a good time to raise our awareness of other things that we might do without thinking that also have the potential to affect us. I've seen a lot of advice and a number of articles giving us instructions on what we have to do while we're at home. But the last thing I think we need right now is a list of must-dos filled with extra workouts and shame on what we're eating. But this video is intended to be a simple call to action to be more mindful of what we're doing during this time and the effect that those actions might be having on us. So these are 5 areas to stay aware of for our physical and mental needs in this season. Firstly, stay aware of your body. Ask yourself, how is my body being affected by this new set of circumstances? Am I missing out on that walk to the bus stop first thing each morning? Has my diet changed? For me, I'm trying to stay aware of how much coffee I'm drinking because it's easy to keep refilling that mug when I'm bored, and I know that excess caffeine can increase my anxiety levels. Get into the habit of asking yourself, what's happening in my body? What do I actually need? And am I giving it that in this current season? Secondly, stay aware of your intake of media, news, and screen time. In normal times, my radio alarm clock goes off just as the news in the morning is about to start, and I'll listen to it to start the day and also to steal an extra few minutes in bed. But a few days ago, I realized that by keeping this tradition, I was actually beginning my day on a negative footing with the news that was coming in. So for the time being, I'm choosing to click that snooze button through the news and wait to take on the latest updates till after breakfast. Ask yourself, when are the times in my day when my media intake or screen time is adding stress or increasing anxiety? And ask yourself, is this necessary? Is this helping? Do I need this? Thirdly, stay aware of your mood and how you're feeling. It can be helpful to use a tool like this, which gives you a number of different words as suggestions for how you might be feeling. Starting in the middle, you work your way out to the edges. The reason it can be helpful to take the time to ask, what am I feeling? Is because, say you feel bad, we all have coping strategies when we feel bad. Mine involve chili heat with Doritos sitting on the sofa. But if we can work our way out from that core feeling and figure out what kind of bad we're feeling, then we can make a decision to do something productive about it. If I can understand that the type of bad I'm feeling is stressed, and that stress is coming from feeling overwhelmed, then with that insight, I know that I have to try and manage and prioritize my workload better. When I can name what I'm feeling, I can do something about it that will help me address it specifically, rather than relying on chilly heatwave, which I know is only going to make me feel worse long term. Fourth, watch your connection, not your internet. Hopefully that's secure. What else would we do? But your connection with others. If this season has made anything clear to me, it's that yes, I definitely am an introvert that enjoys my own time. And yet I know that I need to connect with people. We are hardwired for relationship and connection. And long periods of time without that are going to affect us. So make time to connect with people. I'm making it a habit of trying to call someone each day at 11 a.m. to have a chat as I take my second and my last coffee of the day. On an office clean out the other day, I also found this old stack of postcards that I'm going to send out to people just in an effort to connect from a distance. Yes, it takes a bit of extra time, but for many of us right now, that is a luxury we have. Lastly, stay aware of how much time you're spending in the future, worrying about what's going to happen. I'm not saying that the future or what's to come doesn't matter, certainly not. It's important that we make a game plan for what we're going to do next. But Stay aware of how much time you're giving over to worrying about a future whose shape we don't even know yet. Use this tool, the Worry Tree, which you'll find a video for in the link below, to think through what worry is useful and what might be holding you back and adding to your anxiety or your stress. Take care wherever you are and however you find yourself. Don't forget to take steps to safeguard your mental health as you make the time to stay aware of what's going on inside you.